Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. We come again with our Sunday school lesson for this week. The word heals. And we're coming from John, the 4th chapter. And our subtopic is never too far away. Now, last week we were in John chapter 1, and John wanted us to know that Jesus is indeed the Son of God and the light of the world. And as we move a little further into John chapter 4, we're going to see Jesus as he encounters people and how he relates to people and how he works miracles. So as we look at our lesson, chapter 4 is a long chapter. There are 54 verses, but we're only dealing with the last 9 verses. And we're starting at verse 46, which says, "So Jesus came again unto Cana of Galilee, where he made the water wine." Now this lets us know that Jesus has been in Cana before, and that he had turned the water into wine there, so the people had heard of him, and they knew he was capable of doing miraculous things. And as Jesus was there, a certain nobleman whose son was sick at Capernaum, when he heard that Jesus was come out of Judea unto Galilee, he went unto him and besought him that he would come down and heal his son, for he was at the point of death. Now this is a situation that many of us can identify with. A parent pleading on behalf of a sick child. So the nobleman had more legal authority than Jesus had, but the nobleman humbled himself and went to Jesus and asked him to come down and heal his son. But then Jesus said unto him, "Except you see signs and wonders, you will not believe." And it might seem like a curt answer that Jesus gives, but Jesus is just reminding him that he knows the hearts of people. And some people come to him because they believe in him, and some come just because they want something. But Jesus said unto him, "Unless you see signs and wonders, you will not believe." But the nobleman said to him, "Sir, come down ere my child die." The things we won't do or will do when we want some help for our children. So the nobleman did not try to position himself in a powerful position, which he could have done, but he didn't. He asked Jesus to come down and heal his son. And verse 50 is very important. Well, they're all important. But Jesus said unto him, "Go thy way, thy son liveth." Letting us know. Now the son is in Capernaum, and Jesus is in Cana. And that's some more than 20 miles apart. So, and Jesus says, well, he doesn't say not going, but he says, "Go on, do what you got to do. Your son liveth." And the man believed the word that Jesus had spoken unto him, and he went his way. He didn't argue, he didn't complain, he didn't say, "How do you know?" or anything. He accepted Jesus at his word and went on his way. And while the crowd is just standing there looking, the man goes on. And he was now going down. His servants met him and told him, saying, "Thy son liveth." While the man is going on his way to home, his servants meet him with the news. "Thy son liveth." We have to take Jesus at his word. He said he would do it, and he will do it. So when we ask him for things, we have to ask in faith as this man did and accept his reply. And then inquired he of them the hour when he began to amend. And they said unto him, Yesterday, at the 7th hour, the fever left him. And that was the same time that the father was beseeching Jesus on behalf of his son. So it lets us know that Jesus himself did not have to be there to perform the miracle, because time and distance don't have power over Jesus. Jesus has power over time and distance. And we look at verse 53, it says, So the Father knew that it was at the same hour in which the Son said unto him, and which Jesus said unto him, Thy son liveth. That the nobleman put things together and said, and he realized that Jesus had done what he asked him to do, and himself believed, and not only that, his whole house believed after witnessing this miracle. So if we do the things that the Lord asks of us, other people will see and believe. And we're told that this is again the second miracle that Jesus did when he was come out of Judea into Galilee. Now, earlier in this chapter, we see Jesus as he has the encounter with the woman at the well, and how beautifully he deals with that situation. So we see in this latter part of chapter 4 how Jesus relates to people that he encountered. And it lets us know that we have to be relatable. We can't put ourselves on pedestals or think we are better than somebody. We have to meet people on their level and introduce them to Jesus, who can take them much higher. Now, the royal official here needed something, wanted something, and believed he could get it. He asked for it, and Jesus granted it. So we have to believe when we go to Jesus. We have to believe that he will do what he said he would do. It's not enough for us to just say we believe in Jesus. We have to act on that belief. Now notice how the official's faith grew. First, he believed enough to ask Jesus to heal his son. Second, he believed Jesus' assurance that the son would live. Third, after witnessing the miracle, he and his whole household believed in Jesus. That lets us know that faith is a gift that grows as we feed it. Sincere faith can accomplish many things. Tragedy often involves the life of a loved one. Today we see a father in desperation seeking to help his son. Sickness and death come to the young as well as the old. That's why we have to stay connected to Jesus so he can help us through these situations. Jesus provided an indisputable evidence of his identity, that he is a healer. Belief is the central theme of John's gospel. Belief in God is what John wanted us to do, to have a belief in God, and to believe that Jesus is God's son, and that Jesus is many things, including a healer. Our lesson lets us know that distance is no problem for Jesus. He can master distance. Whatever our situation, we are never too far out for Jesus to reach us with compassion. We will inevitably face a crisis in life. What makes the difference is how we respond to the crisis. One songwriter had this recommendation: take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. If your body suffers pain and your health you can't regain, and your soul is slowly sinking in despair, take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. Jesus knows the pain you feel. He can save. He can heal. Take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. Tell him your troubles. He will understand. He is waiting to bless you with outstretched hands. Take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. Leave it there. Yes, leave it there. For if you trust and never doubt, he will surely bring you out. Hallelujah. Take your burden to the Lord. He can handle it and leave it there. Thank you.